So in this latest chapter of Chainsaw Man, you have to feel bad for Ozza because Ozza feels like a loser just due to the fact of that is that her plans on trying to make Denji as a weapon is not really going so smooth. And on top of that, she is not being a big help and she's being a huge screw up for the Devil's Hunters Club that is actually here at the aquarium, and they kind of notice the devil activities that is happening just due to what the title has says for chapter 114, which is called Endless Aquarium. As we go on ahead and we continue where we left off, as we saw in the last chapter that Denji kept saying that, oh, this hallway seems to be endless, and it keeps going on and on. As they continue to walk, Ozza is just like, wait a minute, this aquarium, this hallway, it should be 100 meters. So why are we still walking? So Denji's like, I told you, this is probably the eternal devil. As Ozza just says, man, shut up. How do you know about devils? You're not even a devil hunter. And Denji's like, hey, I know as much about devils as you think, because of course, Denji was part of the Devil's Hunter organization. And of course, he also fought this devil. So then out of nowhere, Ozza was just like, I know more about you. And besides, I'm part of the Devil's Hunters Club. As we see the members of the Devil's Hunters Club actually has appeared because they notice the devil activities that's occurring into the aquarium, and they're here to go ahead and stop it. And they go on ahead to tell Denji to confirm that, yes, she is part of our group. She knows more about devils, and she's also our runner-up candidate. Denji asked, who the hell are you guys? So the classroom president decided to introduce himself, but while in the middle of introducing himself, he gets cut off by Yoshida, as Denji is shocked by the fact that he's seeing Yoshida. He's wondering like, hey, how the hell are you here? Like, what are you doing here, bruh? And Yoshida just tells him that, hey, I just came to aquarium to see some fishes, and then next thing you know, I'm trapped with this devil activity. So now he's just like, I'm just here and chilling with you guys now. So then one of the students actually went to the class president of the Devil's Hunters Club and telling him that, yo, Yoshida, he is that dude. He is that guy. He was part of the public safety team of the Devil's Hunters organization, the real Devil's Hunters organization, while he was still in high school. So he knows that the fact that, you know, Yoshida is that dude. So as the classroom president, he starts to acknowledge Yoshida. We see more of the students is talking about the reason why they joined the club was because if they join the club, they'll get a scholarship. So that way they can go into college, and they didn't really want to be a Devil's Hunter organization. They're only doing this just so that they can get a scholarship to go to college. So as of this moment, they all acknowledge that they are trapped in this hallway, because it seems like this hallway, it seems like you're going on forever and ever. And the only way to escape is if it's outside help, or if someone kills the devil that is making the hallway goes longer. So as of this moment, Ozza started to think about the famine devil, as we saw, which we figure out her identity the last chapter. And she says that you aren't leaving this aquarium until you turn Denji into a weapon. And as she's looking at Denji, but then she looked at the president, she was like, oh yeah, he is the Chainsaw Man. So as long as I'm able to kill him, I don't have to turn Denji into a weapon, and everything will go back to normal. I will have my normal life. And on top of that, the war devil will actually leave my body. But I'm not powerful enough to actually take him on. So I have to go ahead and turn Denji into a weapon so I can go ahead and be free. So everyone decided to work together, and they decided to walk the hallways. As they continued to walk the endless hallways, they were able to find a room where it's the employees' room, as they have water, fish, and fire to make, so that way they can survive for the next couple of days, because they trying to figure out how they're going to escape this. So as they all try to gather their supplies and they're all doing their end of the part of surviving as a group, Ozza goes on ahead and she has an awkward moment saying that she doesn't like fish. It's like too much of a dead animal and it grossed me out. And as that awkward saying that she was saying to the group, she goes on ahead and go outside and try to pretend to be the lookout until she sees Denji. And Denji is shocked to see Ozza, because it seems like Denji was scared of seeing Ozza because Ozza's kind of spooked him. So she claims to Denji that he is a thief because he's out here collecting money from the ground. And as Denji says, finders keepers, losers weepers, as he's picking up money because all of a sudden he found it. So, which is actually true. It's not technically Denji's not a thief, it's that those people lost the money and they're not looking for it. So technically the money's just there on the ground. So she's just there calling him a thief and all and try to irritate him. And Denji's just like, girl, what is your problem? You know what? Just go to hell. And they're both just yelling at each other, go to hell, go to hell, go to hell. And then all of a sudden, Aza, she goes on ahead and she's just like, what is wrong with him? I went on a date with him and this is how he act. Maybe I should turn him into a weapon, right, War Devil? And then all of a sudden she realized that she's all by herself and the War Devil is not even talking to her. And then she realized the awkward moment. She was like, man, maybe I'm not a loser like Denji. I have to contribute to the group in some way, somehow. So then she goes on ahead and she realized that she actually got a cell phone. And then so when she got a cell phone, everyone is cheering and happy because they finally are able to be safe. So that way they can get in contact with the person from the outside of the aquarium, but they didn't have any bars. So while she's trying to find signal, she goes on ahead and trips. And as she trips, she's able to break her phone. And when she broke her phone, everyone looks at her and are pretty much disappointed. Even the classroom president, he says that I suspect better than you. You ain't a team player, even in the clutchest moment. So Aza, she goes outside again as she is just crying and disappointed at herself because she is not contribute to the group at all. She's causing more problems than usual. And the chapter ends as we see Aza is in the hallway crying. And that's just pretty much it, man. This chapter, it was just very, very bad for Aza. But I do like how everyone makes plans to actually work together, and they actually sees that this is probably the eternal devil, which Denji actually explained, but it also could be the famine devil as well. So all of this is going down in this latest chapter, and so we're going to see what's going to be the outcome in the next chapter. But let me know down in the comment section how you guys feel about this chapter. What is your guys' thought process, theories? And let me know down in the comment section. If you guys do like the video, please give it a like, subscribe, and remember, always be decent. This is the Monto Man, and hope you guys have a wonderful day and be safe out here. Peace.